Thank you so much for joining us here at Lovely Being You, where you can feel free in being you. You know, sometimes we tend to put on a persona. We tend to behave a certain way because we are in a certain company, okay? Let's say your cousins are in town and you're showing off, your cousin, and you're acting a little different than you usually do. And you're behaving this way because perhaps you're just so happy that your family member is there and you're showing off in front of your friends. But what about when that family member leaves? You'll be left with these friends who will be saying, why did you act that way? Why did you behave that way? We sometimes have to check ourselves. And instead of you behaving this way, you could just say, I'm just so happy that my family member is here visiting, and I'm so happy that she or he is able to meet you. You know, sometimes when we put on airs and we start showing off and we start acting a certain way, people tend to observe us in a different way. And we have to sometimes evaluate our own behavior. You know, there used to be this guy who I grew up with, and he used to brag all the time. And because he bragged so hard all the time, people really didn't want to be around him. Or they would do certain things that bring something up that they know he couldn't get, and bring it up to him to see if he would get it. And after he spent all his money and not being able to return the item, they would be laughing behind his back. This is why it's important to sometimes have that humility. You know, being a humble soul, a humble person, never hurt a soul. You know, being humble also allows people to be who they are as well. Maybe share that space with them. You both can be who you are and not feel like you have to put on airs or you have to act a certain way. In loving yourself, you can actually be confident in being who you are. Enjoy the space, enjoy the company. People actually enjoy receiving you better with you just being who you are. If I have to put on airs or I have to act a certain way to be around my friends, what does that say? Maybe they're not really my friends, so I have to behave a certain way. We should all be comfortable and confident in being who we are. And sometimes that humble side shows a better vulnerability, shows that, you know what, I'm not such a hard rock person. I can actually be who I am, enjoy the company that I'm keeping, and enjoy my own self. We all need to be able to be comfortable and confident in our space, especially if you're entertaining. You want the people who come into your home to be welcomed, and you want this space to be enjoyed by all. So by you showing who you really are means you can be vulnerable and you can feel like you are in a safe space. After all, you're in your home, and the people you welcome should be respectful of your home as well. So let us keep that in mind, so we don't have to be someone else, but we could just be happy in the skin that we're in. That's why it is so lovely being you. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.